Standard Bank, voluit vorentoe.
Kenielwe Nailana van Standard Bank vertel ons nou meer oor die geleenthede wat vir die jeug in landbou wag. Kenielwe, the word agripreneur is heard more and more these days. So who is the typical agripreneur and who fits the profile?
It is basically an entrepreneur in agriculture. So it's someone who's very passionate about agriculture and they combine that with their business acumen. They're typically young, obviously. They're flexible. They're very agile. They're able to identify opportunities along the value chain and run with them.
And what benefits do agripreneurs bring to the agricultural economy in South Africa and obviously Southern Africa?
Elsa, they are definitely disruptors. Like it's a whole new game. It's not business as usual for them. They are flexible, but most importantly, they create employment opportunities because they are able to create small businesses in urban areas where there's saturated and quite high unemployment.
These new entrants with a new approach obviously face various challenges in the industry. What are they?
It's definitely a new approach. Then you find that they are misunderstood because in most cases they are actually self-funded because they struggle to access your conventional funding because their business model is quite unconventional. Then I think what is more important is for us to reorganize ourselves. Like, this is a new market. How do we tap into it? More than them feeling outside, frustrated, how do they get into the mainstream? Because this is they are developing new markets actually, and at the same time creating employment.
So what opportunities do Standard Bank have for the youth, specifically when it comes to careers in agriculture within the banking industry?
Also, Standard Bank is involved from the educational level. Since 1981, we've been publishing a finance and fund management book. We are now on our 6th edition. This book is used in most of South African universities that offer agricultural management and agriculture economics. And what is actually interesting about this book is also a useful guide on how to manage your farm business. So we are very involved from a very early stage. Then there's also opportunities for graduates because we are running a graduate development program. And it really helps because we find that when the graduates leave universities and they want to start their career, they always saying you must have experience, 3 years experience. So this program addresses that because then they get into the bank and they gain valuable skills and experience.
And what about young people starting their own agri-businesses? How do they go about negotiating loans and funding from the bank?
The first important thing, you must have a viable business plan because your business plan is going to illustrate that you do understand the industry that you want to enter, you have identified the market, and also the skills that are required. Like as I've mentioned earlier in our conversation, that most of the young farmers, when they come to the banks, you find that they don't have enough security that is needed, and also enough on contribution that they have to put into the business. But then as Standard Bank, we have an enterprise development department that addresses that, and we partner with commodity organizations that are already there in the industry. So what we do, we bring support which is more in your unconventional funding, which is not your normal main funding, and development, more like technical support, and also we assist with access to market.
Kenielwe, are you positive and excited about the future and the youth in agriculture?
Definitely, I am very excited because there are plenty of opportunities and I've seen how much the youth are taking interest actually in agriculture, whether they want to enter in corporate, where it's more about in business, agriculture, or even in banking, or they want to go into the main business of food production. So there are a lot of opportunities. You can do whatever you want, whether it's food production, agro-processing, or in the marketing side. So I am excited. I think it's going to go great.
I think this conversation was very inspiring, so thank you so much for visiting us this morning.
Thank you, Elsa, for having me.
Dit was Kenielwe Nailana van Standard Bank.